Alors, on va commencer. Donc là, c'est commencé. Je vois 2 spectateurs. So people are joining us now. Excellent. Oh. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're going to wait a few seconds for everyone to come in. I'll wait a little more. I will share my screen. Here we are. So I hope you can see my screen. Ellen, is that okay with you?
Yes, it's okay with me.
Okay. So maybe I'll get started. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today. We would like to take this opportunity to present and tell you some words about a study on the quality of life in women with ALD that is actually open on the website Leuconnect. Let me see if I can change slides. So for 28 years already, ELA, the European Leukodystrophy Association, has been supporting research in the field of leukodystrophies. And as of today, it is 537 programs that have been funded for over 45.5 million euros. And these programs have the goal to identify genes involved in leukodystrophies and also create the generation of cellular and animal models for the leukodystrophies, with the goal to understand the mechanisms and natural history of the disease, and also to understand how the disease affects the metabolism of the nervous system in leukodystrophies and how the body reacts. The goal is really to move forward, and with this program, more leukodystrophies have been identified, but it also to support clinical studies. HELA had supported clinical trials and still wishes to go forward towards the clinical studies. One is in preparation. In particular, we had the study for women with ALD, and I will tell you more about that. The goal is to move towards new drugs and new therapies, like gene therapy that is being prepared for cerebral adrenoleukodystrophies and also for chromatic leukodystrophy. ELA is here to accelerate research, and then we have done that for many years, acting at every level, either analyzing the symptoms of the disease or to better understand the disease and how to analyze data or move towards new treatment, and also support medical social support. And to accelerate research, ELA is acting at every stage on the way. Regarding its linked adrenoleukodystrophy, it is a recessive genetic disease of the peroxisome, and it is the consequence of mutations in the ABCD1 gene that leads to the accumulation of very long-chain fatty acids. And for the adult form, it affects the peripheral nervous system. Women with ALD may develop late symptoms that are often underestimated due to the more moderate progression of the disease, but we know today that they should be considered fully as patients. The symptoms are not clearly established yet, but clearly women with ALD do not develop the cerebral form of the disease. And we know from the study that was conducted in the Netherlands that more than 80% of women with ALD will have developed symptoms by the age of 60. And so far, what was seen is that symptoms are progressive, and they appear later than in men. They appear around 50 years old. And the symptoms more often observed are balance disorders, rigid muscles, heavy legs, sleep disorders, and fecal and urinary incontinence. Regarding the hormonal disorders, they may appear, but they remain very rare in women with ALD. So it is a matter that has been pushed forward by ELA, women with ALD, Since 2019, Ella International organized an international symposium in Luxembourg, and on this occasion, it opened a clinical study funding opportunity that was announced concerning women with X-linked leukodystrophies, and that includes ALD and PMD. 2 projects on ALD were submitted to Ella International and will be funded. We just had the news very recently that those 2 projects will be funded. The first project is conducted by Florian Eichler in the US, and it regards the treatment of restless leg syndrome to improve sleep and walking. The second study is a study conducted by Wolfgang Kohler in Leipzig, Germany, and it is an approach to personalize medical follow-up to improve physical and mental well-being and quality of life. And in addition of these 2 ALD projects, there is also one project that we will discuss today that is open on Leuconnect, and that is regarding the quality of life for women with X-ALD. That is also conducted by Wolfgang Kohler in Germany. The study on women with X-ALD asked for interest to look at the influence of neurological symptoms of the disease on the quality of life in women with X-ALD. The investigator that is actually conducting the study right now is Lisa Schaffer, that works with Wolfgang Kohler. The goal is to identify elements that will be important for the diagnosis and also for treatment. The targeted population of the study is women with X-ALD, genetically established disease, with or without symptoms, that you are 18 years or older and not pregnant. There is a recruitment target of 200 participants. So we hope today will give you the opportunity to know more about it and hopefully to participate, to join the study. So the study, as I was saying, is conducted on Leuconnect, and it consists of a few questionnaires, around 10 or 12 questionnaires online, and for a total filling time of around 40 minutes. And you can cut that into pieces as well. And it covers numerous aspects of daily life activities. If necessary, you also will have a brief phone interview with Lisa Schaffer, the investigator, that will last around 10 minutes. And the study is conducted in 3 languages, in German, in English, and in French. So to participate to the study, you'll have to follow the following points. You have to have an account on Leuconnect. You have to sign the cohort of Leuconnect. You have to indicate your leukodystrophy, and then you have to apply for the study. So Leuconnect, just a few words about Leuconnect. It is really a tool for patients. It's an online platform that brings together a community of patients affected by leukodystrophy. It was created by Ella France and Ella International at the request of families to ease access to clinical studies. So patients on Leuconnect can register to a cohort, and I will explain that a little more. They can apply to clinical studies online, and they can communicate with each other. So the Leuconnect is really a proactive community, and it connects patients with each other and also connects patients with the scientific community in the frame of the studies. Leuconnect is also that engaged community. Patients create themselves a cohort. By that, we mean that patients are gathering on the platform, and by signing up the cohort, they state their will to participate, to be contacted for clinical studies. So you have to create your personal account, then connect on the platform, then you have to register to the cohort, and then you have the possibility to enter some medical information. With Leuconnect, patients have easier access to the clinical studies. You'll be able either to volunteer to be part of studies, or you can also, in other cases, can be contacted by the health professional. Leuconnect and the study of women with X-ALD. So you have to be a woman, we said it. You have to carry the ALD gene mutation, and it has to be genetically established as well. You have to be either symptomatic or asymptomatic, and you have to be 18 years older and not to be pregnant at the time of the study. Then you apply to the study on women with X-ALD. And if the inclusion criteria match, then you can be included in the study and answer the questionnaires made available to you online. So how you do that? You either have a link on your invitation where you can access the study page. You can also find access to the study page on the web portal, on the public page of Leuconnect. This is the actual website. If you go on leuconnect.com, you can choose your language here and switch to English. You can also, by the way, have here access to a certain number of little short videos that will explain to you how to use the platform, how to navigate, create an account, use the messaging system to reach out to the community. But for the study we are talking about here today, in that upper part here, you will find the quality of life in women with ALD, and you can click here and that will lead you to the study page. There is also here a reference to the study, but that is not where you will find it. You will find it here on that moving part up there. And you can also find the study listed into your personal account. On the private pages, they look like this. You will have here some information about yourself. You have here in the middle some central part where you can take action. And you will have on the right part, you will have the list of studies that are open on the website. And you will find the study here. And by clicking on that part, you will also open the page of the study. So the page of the study, it looks like this. It will have a detailed information here that I invite you to read. And it will also have some central information to the right of your screen, including the criteria that you will have to match regarding age, sex, and leukodystrophy. And you will be able to click on the button to apply to the study. This, if you are not connected, if you are coming from the public page, the first thing that you will have to do is you will be invited to either log in if you already have an account, but you are not currently logged in your account, or you will have to register to Leuconnect, and you can do that here and create your account. Then once you create your account, you open your account, and once you're in your account, you will access to the study page. Click on apply for the study. And then once the first thing to do will be to choose the site, the clinical site of the study. It is a virtual study, so there will only be one unique virtual site. So you only select that one and you apply. And you finalize your application that will be sent to the investigator. Then your candidacy is sent to the investigator. So it's forwarded to HIP, and she will be verifying your status to apply to the study. Then once it is reviewed, you will be informed that the investigator has seen your candidacy and is inviting you to sign the consent. So you will be here in your portal, on your pages. You will now have the study appear on the left panel in your clinical studies, and you will see here that you'll be able to sign the consent. So you click here, and I will redirect you to the study page, but now the study page will propose to you to sign the consent online. To sign the consent online, it will actually be a system that is similar to the one you will use to join the cohort after creating your account on Leuconnect. Meaning that you will have a page here, sorry, it's an overview without the actual content, but you will have here the full description information provided by the investigator regarding the study. And you will be invited to read all the pages of that document. And then you can say that you have read them. And once you have read that, the second step is to accept the term of use of the electronic signature system. Because you will sign online, you have to use a device, an online device. And to do that, you have to agree with the term of the use of that signature system. And once you have done that, third step is to sign online the consent with that electronic system. So 1, you read the study consent. 2, you accept the term of use of the electronic signature. And 3, you sign the consent electronically. Once you have done that, then you will be able to access the study online. It will now appear that you are to be included in the study. You have signed the consent, and now you continue to access the study. So on the study page, you will now see a form where you will have to record the inclusion criteria. Of course, you have already checked that you match the criteria, but you will have to inform it, to record it inside the study to make sure that they can file that you do match those criteria. And for that, you will be looking for that small green little pencil, which gives you access to the questionnaire regarding the inclusion criteria. Just so you know that you can also find that little pencil here on the front of page of your account. So you click on the pencil and you'll file the questionnaire and submit it to the investigator. And the inclusion criteria will be acknowledged by the investigator. So you will receive a notification here in the bell, and your candidacy has been recorded. You received a notification, and now you appear included in the study. So once you're included in the study, again, you can access the actual questionnaire of the studies. And you'll be looking for those little green pencils as well. Here on the study page, you will have the new questionnaire accessible here that you can complete. So the questionnaire will look more or less like this. This is just an example. You'll have question and to check and answer, and then you will be able to either save the questionnaire as you are, and you need to go and run an errand and come back later. That is fine, you just save it. But if you have completed all the questionnaire, then you can just save and close the questionnaire, meaning you submit it, you validate it, and it will be sent to the investigator. So you have to keep in mind, there is that back and forth between you and the investigator in your study. So all the steps of the studies are here. You create your account on Leuconnect, you log in and indicate your leukodystrophy, you apply for the study, and then you choose the site and finalize your candidacy. And then all this is sent to the investigator that receives notification that he needs to look at what you've submitted and pre-accept it, so you can now sign the study consent. You access to the first questionnaire with a validation of your inclusion criteria. You send it back to the investigator that will be validating it and opening you to inclusion, and then you will access the study questionnaire. Keep in mind that there will be some delay between sometimes what you have to do and sometimes what he has to do. So to remember, first is to register on Leuconnect, because that's to be part of the community and access information and the clinical studies. And when you register, it is very important that you select, I have a leukodystrophy, and agree that my medical data be collected if you want to participate in the study. Even if you do not have symptoms, you will have to declare that you have a leukodystrophy. And if you are already in the cohort, in the Leuconnect cohort, and you did not choose this option at the time, you can edit, come back at it in your profile. In the history of my disease part, you'll be able to declare, I have a leukodystrophy. Once this is done, then you'll be able to apply to the study like we just saw, women with ALD. So it's a personal message, ladies. Your expertise of the disease is invaluable for research. By registering on Leuconnect and participating in this study, you help to better understand the evolution of the disease, to accelerate the diagnostic, that's the goal, and to go towards new ways of treatment. So do not hesitate to create also a messaging profile, because it will allow you to get in touch with other members of the community. LA research team, Hélène, that is with me today, and I are available to help you in this process. So reach out to us if you have any question. So, and with your participation, research progresses. So thank you very much. These are our information. I will just point out one particular regarding the creation of your account on Leuconnect. There is a little tricky part about adding your phone number. It is important that you had a cell phone number during your registration, because you will receive a short number by phone. Each time you'd like to connect, you'll have to use your email address, your password that you will create during the creation of your account, And also you will receive that one-time message each time you get connected on your mobile phone. So to do that, to add your number, your phone number, you have to use no space, no parentheses, no special character, just the sign plus. It's important that you actually type the sign plus followed by the number. So if we take the example of the UK, the country code is 44, and then you have the phone number. So then you will have to type plus 44 and then the number without the zero. You leave out the zero from the area code. And so no spaces. Okay, so that's just a reminder. Okay, so that is it for the presentation in itself. These are the coordinates as I was saying. I will actually stop this. And I am here with Hélène, and we will take your questions. And to do that, you are invited to just raise your virtual hand at the bottom of your screen. And if I see that you request, I will be able to open your microphone and answer your question. So here I will get the first question from Karen.
Hi, Elise. Thank you so much for going through all of that. It was really useful. We've had a few questions about how the data is going to be stored and how it's going to be used. Is there somewhere on the Leuconnect website where people can see that, or is that something you can sort of inform us about?
Absolutely. Thank you for the question. I'll just cut your microphone maybe, and you can come back later. Also, put your hand down and then don't hesitate to give it back up if you didn't want.
Yep, it's fine.
Okay. So, so that's a very good question. So the data, where is the data? Who has your data? On Leuconnect, the data are stored in provider, that's health data provider that is actually authorized by the health ministry to safely guard your personal data. So they are not accessible, they are protected there. You on your account, on your personal account, there will be very few information that you will be able to upload. You will mostly put information and personal information for the study in the frame of the study. And the information that will be collected through those questionnaires, it will be saved as part of a database for the study. It is not on Leuconnect, it will just stay on the study. It's hosted on Leuconnect, but it is part of that study. And you will not access the data of others, and nobody will access your data. The data, of course, the investigator will know you and it will know your name, but once he has the data, it will be dissociated from your name. So he will have a database with all the data, and he will not know who answered what. He will just have that collection of data. It will be extracted by him, and he will have just that anonymous database to study and analyze the answers you've provided. At the end of the study, of course, he will establish a report that we will be sharing with all the participants of the study. But they will know, and how Ella manages the platform. We are just here to provide the environment. We do not have access to your data, and we will not know who participate or how you participate. There is a team for computer support if you'd like, but they don't have the right to access your data unless you authorize them to help for some technical issues, for example, but that is the limit. And I hope that answers the question. I will give the mic to Valentina.
Yeah, good day, and thank you. I am the representative of Italian Association, and I was wondering whether it was impossible for you to make available the questionnaire also in Italian for Italian patients.
Thank you, Valentina, very much for the question. So the platform, it was the will of Ella family to try to reach out as widely as possible, and we would love to open that study as many languages. However, this depends very much on the investigator and what authorization he or she receives. And the study has been authorized for English, French, and German, and it was not provided in Italian. So I can only invite those of you in Italy that speak either those 3 languages to participate. Otherwise, I'm sorry, we cannot, it's not that we don't want to, it's just that we don't have the right to do it. Right, don't hesitate to raise your hand if you have a comment or a question. So Hélène and I are available. We know sometimes it can be tricky with computers, connection. The password is a complicated password, but it is an obligation because of the nature of the data that is collected. So you can always shoot us an email, don't hesitate, and we'll try to walk you through the steps if there is anything that is a difficulty.
There is 3 questions on the Q&A.
Right, so let's see. So how many patients have been recruited so far is a question we have. So we have 32 women that have already participated in the study, and there is a handful of women that are in the process of joining the study for now. The goal is 200. We do have contacted quite a few people since, and we are hoping that we'll have that big boom soon with you as well to increase, because obviously if there is not enough participant, it will not be successful. Another written question from Elizabeth in Brazil, medical geneticist. I would like that our women take part in this research. Your native language is Portuguese. I am so sorry, it will be the same comment as for Italy. We cannot offer a translation of the study. So unless the patient is able to answer the questionnaire in English, French, or German, they will not be able to participate. We have another question also. Of course, not having the questionnaire in Spanish either is an issue, but it is not up to us. I guess you'll have to contact the PI and request that he opens it in different languages. So that is it for the written questions. No other comments or questions. I guess we will leave you free. And just then to conclude, thank you very much for joining us. We hope you'll be able to participate. One question.
Hello.
Hello, we hear you.
Hello.
Sorry, I was late joining. I'm just wondering what the study is and if I would be able to join it.
Okay, sorry you were late. So we have the study. I'll just re-show you this here, just on the criteria maybe. So the study is conducted for women with XALD. You have to have a genetically established mutation of the ALD gene, and you have to be 18 years or older, but you can be symptomatic or not symptomatic, it doesn't matter. And you have to not be pregnant at the time of the study. These are the criteria.
Okay, okay.
And if you are interested to participate, then you can go on the public page on Leuconnect.com. So it's LEUCONNECT.com. And
Okay.
that is the public page of the website. And you can select English here in the languages. And you can access the study here on the upper part. You will see the quality of life in women with XALD. Once you click here, you'll access the information page and you'll be able to apply. to apply, to participate, you'll have to have an account on the Connect. So you will have to register and create your own account. We will put this presentation again accessible, and for those of you who haven't had a chance to have the whole presentation, maybe you can watch it later at a more convenient time for you.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see, we have more written questions now. So yes, we are currently recording the presentation, and we will try to share that with you one way or another. We'll have to figure out how, but we should do that. And also, for those of you in the UK, Karen Harrison will propose to help around, and don't hesitate to contact her. She will be your relay in the UK. Thank you very much, Karen, for your help on that. No, that is it for now.
Yeah, I think there is another question.
Another question. Give you back the microphone. Go ahead. Go, Dale. Would you like to comment? No. I guess not. Oh, I have this one. Okay. So Candice. Oh, no, not Candice.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm talking on behalf of Candice Campbell. We live in south of France, and I just wanted to know if there's any help or any contact details for people with ALD in the south of France, besides Paris with Dr. Aubourg.
Right. Okay. So that will be, you know, I will take your, I should have your email address in the registration. Yeah. We can try to send you some information.
Okay.
Or if you can write it down in the Q&R, I will collect that and answer you after.
I can write it down.
Email. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we do not have any more questions. Thank you very much, everyone, for your presence. We hope it helped you, and you'll be able to join us in the study. And that concludes our day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.